just about 6 o'clock in the morning. I woke up about 4:30 this morning and had the distinct feeling that something woke me up. So I sat up in bed and tried to just listen, be still and listen. And I'm pretty sure I've got a mouse in the house. So I think, and I'm not real sure, but I think I saw it right back in there where I've got the flashlight pointed. And of course, that's where my head normally is. So I kind of jumped up to see if I could get a good look at it. And I'm pretty sure it ran down in the corner there and is still there. Not a whole lot I can do. It's chilly and dark outside. So I made some coffee and I'm just sitting here waiting for daylight to happen. And then I think the best solution right now would be to just pull everything out of the van. I really don't want to harm the little mouse, but I don't really know what to do. So I think I'm just gonna, as soon as daylight happens, I'm gonna pull everything out of the van, check and see if it's gotten into my food. I don't think so, but I'm not real sure until I pull everything out. So I'll do that, but I got another 40 minutes or so before there's light outside. Okay, it's daylight, so I'm gonna put my shoes on and try to get as much of everything out of the van as I possibly can. And I do have a tarp, so I will get the tarp out and set everything down because it's I'm in the desert, you know, everything's sandy. So try to keep the mess down a little bit, but I think my first order of business is to get my dry food out from under the bed and just check for evidence of Mr. Mouse or Mrs. Mouse or Mickey or whatever it is. And then I think I'm going to open up all the doors. I've got to untie this one because I've got this one blocked off, so I've got to get that one opened up. Why didn't I do that before? Anyway, I'll do that now and open up all the doors and start taking everything out, and hopefully I'll spook it and it'll run away. That's my hope. Okay, so I've been slowly going through everything, pulling it out. I've got my mattress up on the windshield of the van here, and then I've been pulling everything out, and before I pull the stuff out from under the bed, I've been looking for evidence of a mouse. I figure I would see some droppings or something, and I didn't want to disturb those if I move it first and then knock them around. So I've been looking really close before I move anything. I'm just not seeing any signs of a mouse anywhere. Of course, there's lots of dirt here I'm seeing that needs to be cleaned, which I can do that now. I've been meaning to do this for a little while now, so yeah, I don't know. I've gone through my food, and my food storage all looks good. No little evidence of a mouse in there. So I guess I'll just keep taking everything apart and give it a clean. Well, I'm kind of racking my brain here, trying to figure this out. Now, I can't say for sure I saw a mouse, but I did hear something running around, and whether it was inside the van or outside the van, I don't really know, because I was asleep and I woke up to hearing something scurrying around. So it could very well have been running around on the roof and on the outside of the van. Maybe that's what I was hearing, but I really kind of think I saw a mouse. So my first thought was, how did it get in? And I was thinking that yesterday I'd left the doors open and I walked away from the van a little bit and just left the van. So it was possible that the mouse could have gotten in, just walked in one of the open doors, and just hung out all night. But if it did, wouldn't it have gotten into my food? And wouldn't I see like even one little poo somewhere? But I'm not seeing anything. No signs of anything in here other than what my head said was something running around, scurrying around in here. So then I thought, well, maybe it came in from my floor vent, because I have a floor vent. It has some window screening on it, and then I actually have another little ABS cover that goes over top of it. So not likely that it would have come in there, but I went and checked that, and of course that was totally fine. The ABS cover was on, the window screening is still in good shape. That window screening is 5 years old, 5.5 years old now, and nothing's even tried to bite through it, even though a lot of people told me things would. Nothing has chewed through it so far, so I'm actually kind of amazed it's lasted that long. But anyway, so it obviously nothing came in from there, and I'm just thinking, well, if it was in here all night, I would have seen some kind of evidence as I've pulled everything out, as I've looked at everything. Hasn't chewed through my food, hasn't left any droppings anywhere. And then all of a sudden I remembered I should check the engine bay, because there's a little plug in my firewall that comes loose from time to time. And I checked that, and sure enough, it was open. So that means it could have crawled in minutes before I heard it, and I heard it just come in. That is the most likely scenario. I think that firewall is open quite a bit, so even a rat could have gotten in, let alone a little tiny mouse, which is what I'm guessing was the culprit, a little tiny mouse. But anyway, so I've pushed the plug back in, and because it comes loose all the time, I took some tape and taped it up. I don't know if that'll help and keep it in place, but anything is better than nothing. And then I checked around the engine bay too, and I don't see any signs of anything living in there or chewing on anything or pooing or peeing on anything. So the engine bay looks good. So I'm guessing it was that plug was just a wide open, come on in and enjoy Hotel TARDIS. That's what I'm thinking it was. So hopefully the TARDIS is now down to just one guest, and hopefully I don't have another mouth to feed. Anyway, I'll know in the next few days, I guess, and I'll continue to clean. I've got a bunch of cleaning because I've been in the desert and sandstorms and stuff. I've got lots and lots of extra stuff to clean. There's just sand everywhere, so I'll have most of the day of cleaning here to do. So anyway, wish me luck. And as always, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it.